Alright everyone, we're going to be spending most of this video in the northern part of the map. We're going to be showcasing a few mods. The first one is going to be this settlement gardener bot, and it's made by Athebras. So this author, I have so many of their mods, like the construction bot, the police bots, the medic bot, all of that. They all work fine. They start with like this quest at the beginning, and it usually makes you go to Vault 111. At least that's how it was for all the other ones. So I assume this one is probably going to be the same way. This bot is basically going to tend to your crops. If they're broken, they will fix them, they will repair them, and they're also going to be able to have these assistant bots that can tend to the crops. So if any of these crops are like, if they're ripe and they're able to be picked, they will actually pick the fruits and the vegetables for you and then put it in the workshop. So that's going to be really useful. Another mod that we're going to be checking out is Moleratville. So this is a settlement made by Ragoda. I used a couple of their mods. This one it's in a really nice location, and you can make something really nice with this. I'll show you what I came up with. I put a lot of parts in this area, but it does come with some issues like this, some clipping, and it makes things like rug glitching and stuff hard to do. Like the leveling just feels a bit weird. So I'll show you that when we jump into the game. So anyway, it says travel to Vault 111, just like all the rest of their mods. So we're pretty much just gonna go there, pick up whatever items it is, and then come back to a settlement. So I'm just gonna jump ahead to where I actually get there. Okay, here we are at Vault 111. And I'm going to walk over right behind this gate. And here's the stuff you're supposed to pick up. So you get this quest as soon as you start up the game with this mod installed. The quest called Green Thumb. And as you can see right there, completed, discover something interesting, and then just salvage the parts. So I'm just going to take all. Now sometimes you might get a white screen, and when it does, just sit still and wait for it to finish. So I'm gonna take this. Oh, it didn't give me the white screen. Sometimes it does that. Okay. So quest is complete. And now I'm gonna go to a settlement. Okay. So back at a settlement, you open your menu. It's in its own separate section. So you just scroll over till you see it, Gardener bots. And now you see Mr. Gardener pre-war, Mr. Gardener post-war, Assistant Gardener pre-war, and Assistant Gardener post-war. So we're going to use the post-war versions. I'm going to put him, let me see. Let me try to put him kind of near the stuff, but not exactly on it. So I'll put him right here. And I don't know if he will do it on his own or if I have to assign him to it. Okay, so I can't interact with him, so I guess he'll just get the nearby stuff. Now, as you can see here, I have these mute fruits. They're unassigned right now. Alright, so I'll take an assistant bot. Oops. Post-war. And you could get them in different colors. Oh, this is a fireman one. Oh, a Mr. Handy looking one. Okay, we'll get this one. And I'll just put this one out too. Just for the heck of it. It'll be a little gardening crew over here. Alright, so Mr. Gardener will repair the things. And then these guys, you could use them like they're settlers. So I could actually assign these guys to these. Or did they assign themselves? Oh, they assigned themselves to it. Alright, so yeah. They're assigned to this food right here. And, they will take care of it. And then Mr. Gardener will actually come and pick them up and drop it into your settlement. Alright, so this is really good. I use these mods, from this guy, and they're just really good for settlement building. So as for where we are currently, we are in Moleratville by Ragoda, and I have placed a lot of items here. So this location is at the top of the freaking map. So let me try to show you where this is. So yeah, there goes Sanctuary and Red Rocket, and then you know it's right up here. Actually, it's right across the road. We're right across the road from the robotics disposal ground. Okay, so with this place, I wanted to make something that was like a big structure that actually had like a ceiling, so it was like you're just inside, like an actual interior settlement, you know. And yeah, I just pretty much went nuts with this. But before I show it off, I'm not gonna show it off completely. You guys probably aren't interested in it anyway. But I want to show you the problem that I was having with this. So with this this settlement, right? The way the meshes are, the way they work, it's very weird. So if I try to do something like, if I try to go and I try to do like, let's say I try to a rug glitch something, right? I'll put this on. I just try to do it. I use the junk fences because this is what I was using. I was trying it with junk fences and it was just giving me problems, right? So not the door. This. So this is this on? All right, it's on now, but like there's certain areas where it's like it just does not work, and I'll try to find one. Oh, don't tell me it's gonna start acting right because we on camera now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It was not working before. This whole time I was building it up. What the Alright guys, apparently I'm freaking crazy. Alright, so let me just show off the inside of this place. There's two sides to this thing, right? There's this side, and then you have another side over here. And they both use the NAND switches, right? And you know, outside here I have a whole bunch of townhouses for the people and stuff like that. So inside, no matter which side you're on, the doors will always open, which is really cool. I can come over here, I can close them, right? And let's say I don't go back out the way I came, right? Let's say I go out another way. It will still open. Alright. So that's really nice. So in here, I haven't really done much. I was mostly just building it up, and I was losing confidence. Like I said, I was having problems with objects clipping through the floor while I was trying to rug glitch it and stuff like that. So I kind of slowed down, but maybe I'll turn back up again since it appeared to be working. Maybe it was a problem where I had to just save and then cut the game off and reload it or something. I don't know. But anyway, here we have the inside. It's like a market area and stuff. I don't clutter too much, just in case I want to make this a blueprint for somebody else to use. It's not going to take you a whole bunch of time just to import it, but there is a few things here. There's about a handful of mods used here, like these vendors and some of these like these neon posters that you can see on the wall like this. There's some things like that, but if you import it without those mods installed, you'll have no problems. As you can see, none of these things are like connected to any of the objects. So if you import without the mod, it should work just fine. So yeah, on this side, I have another entrance. All four of these doors are linked together. So yeah, it'll pop out like that. And it's just a bunch of like signs and electronics and stuff everywhere. And then I have my shielded settlers. I need to make this wire a little bit neater so it's up here. I'll fix that eventually. But yeah, I got my shielded settlers, which puts some settlers in power armor. You can make them free roam or stand guard, things like that. And let me get out of this, because it's making so much noise. But yeah, that's just a few of the interiors. Like I said, I'm not gonna go all too crazy, because sometimes I know like people don't like when you know do drop and store and go way above the build limit. So I put an elevator as well. The second floor does not work. It kind of just puts you, you know, stuck in the middle of nothing. But then the third floor takes you up to the roof. And I always got to use, you know, my vertipads, because I love the flyable personal vertebrate. So it's something that I always like to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The surrounding town is like just a bunch of townhouses. You know, I have like some townhouses right there, over there, and these are like just some prefab kits that you can get from the Snappy House Kit. So let me show you really quickly. It's got its own section over here, Snappy builds, and there's a whole bunch of things in here. But to make it easier on myself, I went over to the prefabs, which house kit small, and then look, prefab houses. So I was using a bunch of these and just placing these everywhere. So yeah. And when it comes to this settlement, you can, you know, you can send people here. It works on the map. You can export this with transfer settlements because I did that as well. And yeah, as you can see, the vertipad and everything works. It's really fine. It's in an area where nothing else is really, so you can just kind of go crazy with all the objects that you put. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that was the settlement gardener bot and Moleratville, which is a new settlement by Ragoda. So I'm gonna put the links for both of these mods in the description below. And thank you all for watching. See you guys later.